Okay, we're live.
Tell me when we're going. All right.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, cool. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Sound Guys podcast. On today's episode of the Sound Guys podcast, we're going to be reading yet another user submitted story. But before we get started, Brooks will be sharing a little haiku.
Um. Oh my goodness. A quick haiku. Refrigerator. Open refrigerator. Refrigerator. That just popped
That,
into my head.
that's so vivid and beautiful.
Yes.
Our submission is actually from Danny in California, which is not a Red Hot Chili Peppers song reference. It's actually Danny in okay. Um, Theme music. Let's go.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to
Welcome to
Sound
Sound Guys,
Guys.
your podcast of submitted stories.
Stunning. And without further ado, let's get into it. Do
Oh,
I regret it? Yeah, wait, what?
I was gonna read that. Sorry, it's fine.
You can read it if you would like to read it.
I'll read that question and then you can hop in. Okay, ready?
It's,
Do you regret it? Is that really what you're asking me? Oh yeah. Do you want to read that or do you want me to read that?
you can read whatever you like and stop whenever you like.
Okay, I'll read the first little paragraph.
This is a great decision.
Okay. Do you regret it? Is that really what you're asking me? Let me answer your question by asking a series of largely unrelated questions of my own. Does an alpha wolf regret killing its prey to feed its wolf pack? Does a manatee regret looking
Yeah?
like an overweight dolphin? Does an anteater regret doing whatever the hell they do all day?
Stunning. I'm going up. The answer to all three, of course, is no. They don't regret it for a second. Because these are all just facts of life. A wise Danish philosopher once said, there are two possible situations. One can either do this or that. Whichever path they choose, you will regret it. So we might as well buy $100,000 worth of shark insurance, or vent about childhood trauma to a Home Depot employee. If I'm not mistaken, the term regret comes from the Latin regretten, which means to gather grain for harvest, typically with the use of a scythe or sickle. So when you think about it that way, regret doesn't even mean what you think it means. Come to think of it, I might be mixing up the definition of regret with reap. Sorry. I just bought a Q3R volume of an encyclopedia set from my local thrift store. Did you know that a quail can lay up to 20 eggs at one time? Crazy. Also, did you know the guy who throws a football in a game of American football rules is also called the quarterback? Crazy. The point is, there's no dwelling on the past since there's nothing you can do to change it. Would I love to go back and undo the immeasurable psychological trauma that I caused with my harmful yet undeniably hilarious prank that ill-fated Wednesday afternoon? I don't know, I guess. Maybe if I had the time, but my schedule is honestly pretty slammed right now with my fantasy RC car league. What's that? You're asking me for $3? Because this is a toll booth? And I'm holding up traffic? Huh. Is that what all that honking noise was? I mean, money is just glorified paper anyway. Here, have a bottle cap.
And that's the end.
Wait, that's the end, I suppose. Well, thank you, Danny from California. That was just a wonderful submission.
Yes, it was.
Um,
It was a very good submission. I don't exactly know what the topic of this was, but
I think it was a philosophical statement on how regretting something is kind of like wasteful, like it just means nothing almost.
yeah, I understand. Interesting.
Que interesante. Yeah. Oh, well, thank you for listening to this episode of the Sound Guys podcast. This is a very short episode.
It is. Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, wait. Outro music. Outro music. Right. Da-na-na. Welcome. Oh wait, no. Thank you for leaving and listening to Sound Guys podcast.